Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And it's the Hawks to start out. Here is Korver. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hudson. Nice jump shot. Good. Here's Anthony. Now let's find out what head coach Mike Malone had to say to Doris Burke. Doris, Thompson outside.
Whistle. That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Here's English. Tumbo grabs the board.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Outside Wilkins. Thompson with the rebound. Hawks on D. Misses the finger roll. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. Clock at 6. Korver hits it from three-point range.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And so here's Denver. Looking for the first basket of the game. Here's Anthony. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Hudson. And here is Wilkins. Korver. Three-pointer. That's good. He has 6.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to English. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
Here is Korver. Here's Hudson. Here's Hudson. They set the pick. Outside Wilkins. Right side Wilkins. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets trail. Now here's Anthony. Pass to English. Blocked. Here's Hudson. Now here's Wilkins. Six to shoot. Here is Korver. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Now Anthony. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Takes the 3. Here's English.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Here is Korver. Here is Korver. From downtown, Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Here's the break. Leads him in there to stop the drought, and he sinks the layup. The Hawks leading. Here's Hudson. Pass to Wilkins. Here's English. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Hits the three-point bomb.
You know, getting that first make is key after 4 misses to start, guys. I mean, hopefully he can build on that.
Here is Korver. He has 6. Outside Wilkins. Here is Korver from outside the arc. That's good. 9 points in the game so far.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him. Hasn't been able to get it going offensively. It's been a slow start for him.
Here's Hudson. Soft touch off the glass.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Thompson outside. Pass to Anthony. Here's English. Knocks down the 3-ball. 8 points for him. Here's Hudson. Wilkins with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They trail by 7. Whistle. There's a screen. Pass to Anthony. Anthony left side. Shot clock at 5. And yes, sir, that one drops. So it's Atlanta now. And here is Mutombo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the line for him here. That one is off. And the Nuggets making a change here. And he's good on the second. And here's Denver. 6-point game. Here's English. He's got 8. Mutombo. And that one's good. And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Hudson. Fades away. And he gets it to go.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grip.
Here's English. And Willis pulls it down.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Backing him down. Tries from 7. Uses the glass to drop it in. Here's English. Lever. Pass to English. Backing in. Thompson outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Here's Hudson. Back to Mutombo. He's up against Mutombo. The jump hook. Slams it back in. The Nuggets trail. Here's English. He's got 8. Shot denied. Here's Hudson. The kick out to Wilkins. They get it back. Willis, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that thing.
To the paint. It's intercepted. Wilkins with the ball. Pass to Hudson. Here is Korver. Mutombo. He's up against Mutombo. 6 to shoot. Drills it from outside. He has 7.
That's true. And this spectacular shot block is something else to look for, especially recovering on the break. He can run you down and send it away in a heartbeat.
Here's English. 17-foot shot on the way.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Outside Wilkins. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. Now Wilkins. Offside Wilkins. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Thompson outside. Mutombo with the ball. Pass to English. And here's Thompson. Thompson inside. English. And again, Denver no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Hudson. Willis. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 6. Here's English. He's got 8. Thompson outside. Pass to English. They need this. And he gets it to go.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Hawks on top. And welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here. Here's Iverson. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Uncovered. Vanderlei. Now Iverson. And at last, they get one to fall.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Here's Rivers. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Iverson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Outside, Maravich. Shoots from the elbow. Can't get it to go. Van Exel. Shot is blocked. Van Exel cans it from short range.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Pass to Millsap. Shoots from 8. And there's the rejection. But he recovers it. Up top, Maravich. 4 on the shot clock. Now, here is and stolen by Iverson. And here's the fast break. Van Exel. Down low. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Iverson, no luck. The Hawks leading. And here's Rivers. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Nuggets making a switch here. And Denver has possession. Now here's Iverson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Van Exel. Now here's Iverson. Maravich with the steal. Rivers with it. And blocked. Outside Anthony. Pass to Iverson. Clock at 6. Van Exel. Van Exel. It's blocked. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now, here is Maravich. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Tipped away. And stolen by Iverson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And he gets it to go.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside Millsap. They set the screen. Rivers. Pass to Horford. And he gets it to go. The Nuggets trail. Here's Anthony. Now Iverson. Pass to Anthony. 5 on the clock. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Maravich. Now Iverson. There's the pick. Iverson left side. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Iverson outside. Another shot. And it's rejected.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Second shot opportunity. And Smith puts it in.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Outside Anthony. Pass to Iverson. Outside Billups. Back to Iverson. Now here's Billups. Clock at 4. And here is Billups. From deep three-point range. Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. 8 points for him.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Smith left side. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Anthony right side. Now here's Billups. Iverson outside. Iverson right side. Here's Billups. And again, Denver with the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Here's Teague. Pass to Horford. Backs down. A jump hook. And he gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Billups. Iverson with the ball. Anthony with it. Anthony's shot is off.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
They set the pick. Outside Teague. Pass to Smith. Let's go. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 6 points for him.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Iverson with the ball. Back to Billups. Gets an open look and hits.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Outside Teague. Right side Teague. Pass to Horford.
Defensive foul.
There's the screen. Here's Anthony. 8 points for him. Shot off the pick. Allen Iverson on the wing. Outside Anthony. Outside Billups. Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The D was all over. They just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
Now Iverson. Pass to Billups. Now Iverson. And here is Iverson. On deep. They get the rebound. Whistle. Off with the layup.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Here's Millsap. Right side Millsap. From 17 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Trailing by 10. Now here's Iverson. That's blocked. The dive for the ball. Teague with the ball. No good with the layup.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Outside Billups. 6 to shoot. Nick Dice. Good. Here's Teague. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Atlanta calls timeout. And the Nuggets making a change here. On defense, the Nuggets. 8-point game. And that one's good.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Thompson outside. Pass to English. Defended by Wilkins. Outside Billups. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 8.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Outside Teague. Here is Korver. Now here's Mutombo. Clock at 6. Takes a shot at the elbow. English pulls it in. And Denver has possession. They trail by 7. Thompson inside. Outside Billups. The three-pointer no good. Now here's Thompson. And the basket by Mutombo.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Here is Korver. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside. It's off his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball. The Nuggets making a switch here. Pass to Hudson. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And so here's Denver. And here's Thompson. Thompson, left side. Pass to English. 6 on the shot clock. And Willis pulls it down.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's English. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. The Nuggets trail. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Here's Anthony, and he makes good on the layup. He's got 10. Here's Hudson. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. Now here's Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. The fadeaway. That one wide left.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Anthony. English. Got a piece of it. And here's the break. Here's Hudson. Headed. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the shot is good. Here's English. 13 points in the game. Lever. Fade away. No good. They've led by as many as 14 points. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Hudson. 5 to shoot. And here's Wilkins. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 8 points for him.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's English. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Hudson. 9 points in the game so far. Wilkins backing him down. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Denver calls timeout. And Denver has possession. 6-point game. That's good.
And you can't talk about him without mentioning his great passing ability. Not just the right pass, not just perfect placement, but excellent timing to spring his guys for the best possible look.
Here is Korver. Right side Wilkins. And the shot is good. He's got 12.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Here's English. Issa. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now Mutombo. 6 to shoot. Here is Korver. The tray. That's good. And Denver has possession. They trail by 9 points. Lever. Bucket 6. Pass to Thompson. Thompson right side. But they recover it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before a second violation. And the Nuggets making a change here. Here's Hudson. He's got 9. Outside Wilkins. Working on Thompson. Now here's Wilkins. A nice shot by Hudson. Here's English. 13 points in the game. This one for 3. Good. 16 points for him. And Atlanta has possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here is Korver. He's got 12. Back to Wilkins. Good on the shot. Here's English. Here's the screen. Up off the screen. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. The Hawks leading. Here's Hudson. That's good. He's got 14. Here's English. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. The Nuggets making a switch here. And here's Rivers. Stolen. Here's the break. All going up court. And it's blocked. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Now Maravich. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Rivers. Now Wilkins. Hits the jump hook.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Outside Anthony. Gives him the lead pass. Van Exel. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 6 points for him.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here is Maravich. And he gets it to go. The Nuggets trail. Now here's Anthony. 15 points in the game. Out to Thompson. Pass to Anthony. Back to Thompson. Outside Anthony. 6 to shoot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Now here's Rivers. Now here is Maravich. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Rivers. Outside Maravich. Buries the long-range jumper. 5 points in the game. And here are the Nuggets now. A 12-point game. Anthony with it. Jokic. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Picked away. Thompson inside. There's the pick. Maravich left side. Now here's Wilkins. That's good.
He is just tearing it out this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Pass to Thompson. Inside. And they get it. He takes it up and lays it in.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Now Rivers. Outside, Maravich. Anthony on the double team. Another three for Atlanta. The Nuggets really having a tough go here. Thompson outside. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. Van Exel. Jokic. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Here comes Rivers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The steal. The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Right side, Maravich. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Here comes Iverson. Jokic. Jokic kicks it out to Iverson. On the clock. Millsap with the steal. To the middle. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up. And it's the Nuggets ball. Down by 15. Now by 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Iverson. Van Exel. Puts up a three, and that one's good, Iverson. He has 7. Here's Rivers. Outside, Maravich. They set the pick. The putback cleans up the mess with the Savage putback flush. Throws it from deep. Oh, he put it! Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Teague. Outside, Maravich. And stolen by Billups. Vanderlei. It's blocked. They retain possession. Gets it down to single digits. The Hawks leading. And here is Teague. Here's Maravich. Takes it off the glass.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
The Nuggets on offense. Now here's Iverson. Here's the block. Maravich with it. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Outside Millsap. Back to Maravich. 6 to shoot. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Now here's Iverson. Now Iverson. Pass to Mutombo. Millsap on him. The jump hook. Again, the Nuggets score.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And stolen by Iverson. Outside, Billups. Vanderlei. From 6 feet. No luck.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
They set the pick. Tries to save it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. The Nuggets making a switch here. Here's Teague. The stupendous finish in traffic. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
This has not been a pretty picture. I certainly expected a better game than what we've gotten so far.
Iverson with the ball.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Teague. Lets the three fly. Smith, no good.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
And here is Billups. Left side, Billups. Tries again. Now here is Smith. Pass to Teague. Back to Smith. And here is Teague. Here's Willis. Just 5 to shoot. And Millsap backing in. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's English. Thompson outside. Billups. And it's blocked. Thompson with the bucket. And so it's Atlanta with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Teague. Right side Teague. And stolen by Billups. Here's English. Left side, Billups. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Atlanta with the ball. They lead by 7. Teague with the ball. Right side Wilkins. Backs in. The 15-footer. Offensive rebound. Willis. And he gets the bucket.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's English. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Thompson. The baseline J. And Denver again with the bucket.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Outside Wilkins. Back to Teague. Pass to Mutombo. Wilkins. There's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Nuggets making a change here. The Nuggets trail. Outside Anthony. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Hudson. Knocked away. 3-on-3. Now here's Thompson. Outside Anthony. Banked in off the glass. 20 points for him. And so it's Atlanta with it. 4-point game. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Hudson. The kick out to Wilkins. The jump hook. Willis. Rebounded by Anthony. The Nuggets now on offense. Lever. And that one's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Back to Wilkins. Pass to Hudson. 3-pointer. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Anthony. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Here's English. Now, here's Thompson. Thompson outside. Thompson left side. Fader on the way. Again, the Nuggets score. Here's Hudson. Backing down. Pass to Wilkins. Right side Wilkins. It's stolen by Anthony. Thompson right side. Lever. Here's English. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Wilkins. English pulls it in. Pass to Thompson. Anthony with it. Here's English. Whistle. And he throws it down hard with one hand. The Hawks trail it. Here's Hudson. Back to Wilkins. Here's Hudson. Now here's Mutombo. Clock at 6. Poked loose. Shot to end this cold run. The shot is off. And so here's Denver. Here's English. Thompson. Out to Anthony. Shoots. And here is Wilkins. Mutombo up top. Down low. Now, here's Thompson. Here's English. Rebound, Wilkins. Here's Corbett. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Lever. Here's English. Pass to Hudson. Lays up the pick. Mutombo with the ball. So they take the lead. Anthony up on top. Good. He's got 22.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Hudson. Pass to Willis. From the low block. Again, the Hawks score. Back to Anthony. From downtown. Connects from downtown.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. There's the screen. To the inside. Wilkins. It falls. Back to Anthony. Another 3 for Denver.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Here's Hudson. Pass to Willis. Shot clock at 5. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that... He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Atlanta calls timeout. What's your take, guys? Mutombo. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Hudson. From deep three-point range. So it's the Nuggets. Carmelo Anthony.